said, oh my God, am I going to say his name? Kevin Samuels. Oh, no. Oh. Have said.
Okay, listen.
Kevin Samuels literally said, if you're not paying all the woman's bills, you have no right to even think about telling her what to do. Kevin Samuels is the one who went online when a man came online saying that incel shit, saying the shit that, you would attack men for saying. He said, wait, women aren't your problem. Your pockets are your problem. But said, this is the reason why they call you pansy. Because they realize that telling people what to do.
Yo, let that man talk.
I got it, Breezy. Okay, so inmate, you lost me.
Of course I did.
First of all, I didn't understand anything you said because I thought you were answering that question.
No, I wasn't.
Right?
I was saying something else.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I don't want to move off Seth's question because I think it's very important. There is a talking point that has been floating around Clubhouse for anybody who either A, doesn't like Seth, or B, does not appreciate Seth's rhetoric.
People actually like Seth, to be honest.
Wait a minute. This one thing gets talked about all the time. Seth shouldn't have conversations about marriage because he's not married. I, as Seth's friend for a really long time, have never heard Seth talk about marriage. Seth doesn't talk about, he doesn't have any position on marriage that he's ever articulated on this app. Why do niggas who don't like him and his rhetoric try to omit everything he says because he's not married when he don't talk about marriage?
Well, to be fair,
do you know?
To be fair, I wasn't gonna address that because I think that point is really weak. But since you want to address it,
it's a ridiculous.
Since you want to address it, let's address it. Since you want to address it, let's address it. If Seth is gonna do the savior thing, and I'm not being facetious when I'm saying that, there's no way that you can talk about being a savior without talking about marriage. There's no way that you can talk about the things that we need to, the positive changes that we need to see in Black America, or really just America in general, without talking about marriage. Marriage is a proxy for a lot of these things. So there's no way to talk about it. And then a lot of these conversations are marriage adjacent. So trying to play semantics with this, it's silly.
Not semantics, though. If his talking points are never rooted with the outcome of marriage,
they're rooted in commitment.
No.
If you're going to be a man, you need to commit.
No, but it's not.
Accountable.
No,
Have you said that? Contract. That's
when you're standing on marriage,
I'll just go on mute.
Okay, but this is the whole issue. Standing on manhood and what y'all doing over there as men and how y'all lead and want to be the pillars of our success within a community is one thing. But a lot of this doesn't have to become I'm cursing here, dick and pussy conversation. Like, it's not even about that. It's not about that. It's not about the
This is exactly what I was saying before. Y'all are trying to intellectualize with people who are so wounded that they literally can't see past their own nose. They have no perspective. And you're trying to have a conversation about perspective. Like, y'all be wasting y'all fucking time about shit when they're committed to believing shit that's not even true. And it doesn't even go with their real life experience. They're literally believing shit they were told on the internet by somebody that don't even know them. Exactly. And that's what they're going to sit here and argue with you to the death.
Let her finish.
And that's what they're going to sit there. They're going to sit there and argue with you to the death about some shit that somebody told them on the internet because they think that's a substitute for going outside and living real life. Why are you even wasting your breath?
This has nothing to do with
when the opinion is from a person that don't care if it's on the internet.
His rhetoric is, it's not about dating. It's not about, like I just previously stated, DNP. It's not about that. It's about being the best person that you can actually fucking be as a Black man. It has nothing to do with women. Leave the women out of it. Just for one chance. Get your brain off of the P. It has nothing to do with that. It's just about being the best black man that you can be in society and showing up every day, time after time, life on life, without fail. It's never been about worry about what this girl is doing or worry about what this woman is doing and worry about no.
So when Seth is holding men accountable, which I agree with, for being sexually irresponsible, socially irresponsible, spiritually irresponsible, one of the things he's not talking about, especially since the last room that he left from, he's not talking about mating and dating. He's talking about something else.
It would be on self, individual, not plural.
Okay, actually, and I
y'all
think I can speak to this.
You guys are playing games.
No, I think I can speak to this. When Seth is quote unquote holding somebody accountable, he's literally only holding them accountable for what they're saying in the moment. Like, if I'm on here saying, oh, well, women should use this type of language or shouldn't use this type of language, and then I contradict myself.
Yo, John, watch this.
He would only hold a man accountable.
No. Hold on. Let me finish.
Welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People talking about nothing, that waste all their time talking about nothing, just stupid conversations. They kicked me from the room. Why did they kick? Why did they kick me, John?
Prove that raping of a child would be. That's part of each human being already knows that. That's not something that I have to prove.
Welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People that talk about nothing and waste all their time on Clown House every day.
Terry, not right now, bro. Go ahead, G.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really have to go into details about things like that, because if I ask Carlos, "Are you a child rapist?" he would say no. I would ask him why he's not a child rapist. He would say because it's wrong to be that way. Well, if morality is subjective, then how could you tell a person who actually does that they're wrong? You don't have the basis to say that, because if morality is subjective, depending on the person, then it doesn't matter. Because that person might think that they're right. They might be crazy in their mind and think, well, I'm right and commit this act. So stop all that, bro. You make no sense, bro, in what you're saying. I mean,
Are you projecting?
Terry, you got one more time, bro.
Man, he's roasting himself. Help him.
I'm gonna have to kick you.
I got a bucket of water and a fire hose. Put this man out. He's on fire.
the Dr. Mahmoud supports campaign to elect John Moxley. So, Carlos, you're absolutely wrong. Because my question to you, and hopefully you can answer this question when you come off mic, was Hitler wrong for killing 5 million Jews? That's my question to him. Was he wrong for starving Jews, putting them in gas chambers? Was slavery wrong? Was these things wrong? What about the dude Dylan Roof that went inside a Baptist church in South Carolina and shot up Christians? Is that wrong? What about the Sandy Hook shooting that happened? And these dudes went inside of elementary school and killed teachers and students and kids. What morality standard do you have to judge these people off of if morality is subjective? And it depends on the person.
All right, that's time. Go ahead, 2 minutes.
No problem.
2 minutes when you speak, Carlos.
Yeah, I don't think he even listened to anything I said before. Address anything I said.
You listened to anything I said? You didn't address anything I said?
I guess I have to. I'll just make it short. Like, I don't have an inherent problem with subjective morality. I can say that something's wrong.
Shit, that's why I can tell you what we did, and it doesn't really look like anybody, you know. What they did was, it didn't matter how you sat, but you didn't have to sit, like, straight up, right? You can sit on a chair. You can't be, like lying, you know what I mean? You can't, like, you have to sit straight up. And they
That's why they pointed out the colorism stuff to me, because they see that it is odd.
This
and
room's
especially
called
outside,
Self-Hating Blacks Are
I'm
Ruining the
only
Community.
really any type of violence on the internet. I'll be honest with you. Outside, I'm a motherfucking sweetheart. Y'all see how I be cutting into them white people? I'm over here so nice over here making these white people date outside, and any people. It don't even got to be a race. It's any people, black people, man. But then these self-hating black people think it's justified to mistreat me because I'm dark skinned because of the conditioning. And listen, I will use my last. Hold on. Hi, how are you? Can I get a medium orange Fanta?
Fanta?
Yes, thank you.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Get the card.
Card.
Okay.
what's up?
She's buying soda for $3.50.
Like God is just being taking her time. Just
Thank you.
well,
Decent soda.
It's the title say it, man. It's the self-hating blacks. I've said it. I've said the reason. Like they gotta see the value in themselves or something. I don't know. But it's not natural. It's okay. And then y'all read the chat. Read the link that I posted in the chat. ChatGPT really broke it down way better than my friends could. So if y'all want to check that out. But nah, this phenomenon in 2025, listen, as a dark-skinned woman that is not protected by men other than the men that are related to me, and I can't be living off my family whole life. I want to eventually be with a black man, but it has to be a black man that likes himself, that actually likes himself, and so he can actually like me and see the value in me. And because of the condition or whatever, that has been very hard to find. And I'll be honest with you, I don't care what kind of trouble I get in, because I'm not protected anyways. I'm going to continue with my last breath to fight for my rights and my dignity, to fight for the rights and dignity of dark-skinned women. Literally, we are the most beautiful women on the planet. Thank you.
yeah, boy. They don't
butt nothing.
They don't want to make you a wife, though. They just want to fuck.
No butts or ends.
Yes, because of the conditioning. That is what but it's not natural. Why don't you see this? And
I mean,
do you not see that?
Hi, Princessia.
Dark skins have been
Time to take your medication. Time to take your medication. Time to take your medication.
But I don't.
This is a joke, Princessia. Just a joke.
Beyond sex. I know that I am divinely feminine. I know my nurturing abilities.
It's a joke, Princessia. Don't take it literally. I'm teasing you. It's a roast party.
And the black men need to see it too. Like, period.
Fuck George Floyd.
I know that.
What? Jacob, you want to stay or you want to leave?
I know that.
Because I know you're here admiring me as a beautiful black woman, so stay on mute. I understand you other races. I understand y'all like to follow and look at me, but just stay on mute. Don't say no weird stuff. Okay?
You're very mid. Don't get ahead of yourself.
You're very mid.
See, Princessia, you need to just like add random people and listen to these convos because they're a lot better than, a lot of other convos.
But I hate when they say that and then they be lusting after us because they got us. But this is so sad. This is so sad.
That sounds pretty graphic. She's talking very pretty graphically.
The black woman who...
You think so?
Yeah, she's like sexualizing her voice.
Hi, Dr. Sasha. Hi, Dr. Bone. Welcome back to another episode of Stupid Conversations. Everyone's invited.
How many conversations are you having right now?
3.
Hey, Taro, we have good conversations too. We don't have stupid conversations. That's where you get involved.
Oh, actually, I have 4 conversations going Of course, Dr. Australia.
Well,
is
you're
with
so
us.
popular. There's some girl that's like, oh my god, Tara, what do you got going on? You and her can go fuck yourselves.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, you should try.
Let's start a fifth conversation.
You should try. Instead of being a stupid clubhouse and trying to emulate.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People on Clown House who waste all their time talking about nothing! Congratulations! Oh, they kicked me.
Let's talk about Headman.
Welcome back to Clown House, a place for boredom and lonely people.
Okay, let's see. Invite to speak, but I don't think I need to, because obviously I don't need to, because Edmund fucking weaseled his way up here.
Weasel?
Edmund, what? You're on the stage right now. Why don't you tell us about yourself, and what has been fascinating you in the last 1,055 hours when you've been wasting your time with low, dumb IQ people on Clubhouse?
As I continue to explore the depravity of mankind through social audio chatting,
It's about the now.
the now is all important.
Everyone.
The now is all important now.
10 seconds.
The now is all important now. Now is all important now. Now. Say it with me, everybody. Now is all important now. All important now. The all important now.
If I respelled Enzo's name, it would be now.
We've got no YouTube viewers. What a shame. What a beautiful little melody.
I don't know, man. Fucking whatever. It happens. It's the ebb and flow.
But Bone went to my other room in low IQ, dumb, boredom, loneliness, anger, ugly.
I was actually very upset with you, Edmund, a couple days ago, because I said, and if I'm remembering correctly, I've got obviously alcohol problems, and with that comes a lack of solidarity with memory. I was very upset with you because I think I remember you telling me that if I went to Chicago, that you wouldn't like I couldn't hang out with you or take you out to dinner.
Take me out to dinner.
Is that your?
Yeah, I said if you come to Chicago, you can message me on Clown House. I'll talk to you on Clown House because I don't want to get taken out to dinner by some fucking dad from Canada. Like, what the fuck?
That's fucking pathetic, dude.
It's not pathetic. Like, if you wanted to meet me at a bar on a Friday, Saturday night, that's one thing. But I don't want to go to dinner with you. I'll talk to you here for 10 minutes, but why would I want to sit at a dinner table with you and look into your eyes?
Have a real exchange with another human being across.
What do you want to talk about that? Listen, this is communication, hyper communication. This is hyper social activity.
Dude, I understand you're dirty. It's okay. I get it. I'm dirty too.
No, you're dirty. I'm not dirty. The point is, if you want to talk about anything, then now is all important. So you're like my mom. You're talking about October and fucking April. It's like, shut the fuck up about October. The future is irrelevant, and all you do is talk about the future. I want to take you out to dinner and look at you in your eyes.
You're not real.
I'm coming to Chicago to take you out to dinner. Why won't you go out to dinner with me? I'm so angry with you. Oh. Pathetic. And then you tell me I'm pathetic? You're pathetic.
Maybe your mom has some embedded wisdom in there.
No, my mom likes to talk about the future because she's a schmuck like you. It's low IQ dumb people that talk about the future all the time.
So where's the game to be had? Where's the game to be had, Tara?
The game is always now.
The now is fleeting.
No, the now is all. You are fleeting. Your ideas are fleeting into the future that never comes. There's no such thing as future.
The thing is, Tara, you castigate advocate and you push.
There is a future.
No, there's no such thing as future. Eternity is not future. Eternity is now. You don't understand it because you're not a native English speaker. You're just learning language.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no. Listen, Princessia, I'm turning my volume down because I don't want to hear your bullshit. You don't know shit about shit. You're a moron. Welcome back to another episode of what I like to call Dinner for Schmucks. It's a collection of low IQ dumb people I've cultivated here on the internet. They talk about nothing all day and they waste all their time. Welcome back to another exciting episode.
You know what I did? I moderated Edmund, and then he just boomed the room.
That was
That's
fun.
the quality.
That was fun.
That's the quality.
Boom! Who boomed the room? Boom! Who boomed the room?
This is weird.
Boom! Welcome, Danny. Welcome back to the room. How are you, Danny?
I don't know how I am.
Well, this is your emotional check-in.
You're really low dope, dude.
This is your emotional check-in.
I had my nipple twisted and it hurt and I'm like angry, okay?
Titty twister. We got a titty twister.
Well, welcome, Dr. Princess. Welcome, Dr. Danny. This is the.
I'm not a doctor. I'm looking for someone to make me a doctor at a real accredited university. So I heard that the only way to get a doctorate from.
Okay, I'm starting a new room. I gotta end this shit.
Okay. Created in your house, the house of Dr. Sasha.
Right place, Dan.
Yeah, I don't actually know Clubhouse that well anymore.
Too bad you spend so many hours here. You'd think maybe you'd click just like 2 to 3 things. Click, click. That's it.
Dude, Edmund, it's almost impossible for you to reach me to get me going. Like, there's other
You got angry with me because I didn't want to have dinner with you. If you came to Chicago and you wanted to take me out to dinner, like, I don't know what your problem is, but that's a you problem.
I think it's a problem.
No, that's definitely a you. You're projecting. And, you know, I don't know. You say you drink a lot, so that's probably the source of the projection.
This is yeah, no, I do drink a lot. This is, it's classic. I don't know, man.
This is just typical Sasha. This is typical Sasha.
You're not.
Sasha, you repeat your pattern over and over again. You know, I am a fully integrated individual that doesn't repeat patterns. You are unfortunately projecting.
I like it.
It's a you problem, Dr. Sasha. It's you. You're low testosterone. I can look at your picture. If that's your real face, that's hyper low testosterone. You have no vitamin D. You got no iron in your blood. You got no iron in your blood. Look at your face. You're black and white.
Don't garble me.
You're black and white.
You darboed me, dude. You darboed me. Don't do that.
Darboed, you're black and white. You're as thin as could be. Do you even lift weights? You're out here talking about nothing.
I'm much more athletic than you are.
Really?
Yeah, and I will just mic up, and then you think about it for 2 minutes.
Okay, well, if you come to Chicago sometime and you want to take me out to dinner and look at my eyes over candlelight, have a nice steak and some, you know, double baked potato, a nice glass of Pinot Noir, and I'm like, just create a clown house room in your house and invite me to your steak dinner when you go to your restaurant. I'll join you at the table on Clown House. It'll be great.
Why is it my dysfunction when I'm intrigued by somebody and I want to get to know them better?
Because you're stupid if you don't think you don't have full access now. You're dumber than you think. You have full access now. There's no future.
I was a smart person. Look at my fucking bio, retard.
Well, this is why this is the course correction happening for you. This is your roast party. This is your barbecue. You're the guest of honor.
I am more self-critical and deprecating and judgmental of myself than you can ever be of me. So I'm in a position of just authority right here.
Yeah, because you got a green bean, but you're still the guest of honor at your own roast party. Welcome to the roast. I got my own roast party going. I got multiple rooms going. I'm roasting myself. Danny, can you mute your mic, please? I don't want to hear your background noise. Shh. Stealing your ideas? You've never had an original idea in your life.
You recycle everything I say 5 sentences later.
Well, I repeat back to people what they say, 5 sentences ago all the time. It's just a game I do. I just repeat back what people say. It's how all communication primarily works. It's not impersonal, it's professional. But I'm bored too. I'm lonely too. I can't get a girl to meet me at a dinner, and say, "Hey, let's be spontaneous." Sorry, don't schedule plans with people who make spontaneous plans. Not gonna happen in my life. If you don't schedule a date and send me a reservation like a good little boy, we can't have a dinner date. Yes, Dr. Sasha? This is Stupid Conversations. Invited.
Let's do more interesting.
Then change the title. Let's call it Gravity Theory.
Gravity theory, okay, I'll do that.
Do it. Mod me, and I'll change the title. I'll call it Earth. I'll do the emoji Earth, then I'll call it Gravity. And then we'll talk about the theory of gravity.
Gravity theory is good. Don't mind you, dude. Just, don't boom it.
No, listen, I boom it when I want to go, but I won't boom it because you asked prior.
You need to jerk off. You can fucking boom it, but I think we did that once, so no worries. Anyways, I'm happy to have you, buddy. That's all.
Jerking off? Hell yeah, I'm in, bro.
Gravity theory. So, Dr. Sasha, what do you think about the theory of gravity?
Well, I heard about this concept where you drop an object and it's 9.2 meters per second in the acceleration. And I tried it on my own.
Diego came to the room. It's a gravity theory.
So therefore, I don't know if it's actually 9.2 meters per second. But I did try. I did do the experiment, and the stopwatch that I had was not very precise. I think I need to do it from 100 meters high instead of off of my roof, and I almost died. I broke my leg falling off of the roof.
What's bumping, son? What's bumping?
All right, everybody, welcome to Gravity Theory. Invite all your best friends.
So this 9.8 meters per second squared is an interesting philosophy that's been handed down through the generations. Ever since Newton, I believe, with the apple on the head.
Pass it down from generation to generation. You just pass it around.
Oh, that dude, you're 32 feet per second. Yeah, got you.
Oh, is it in the imperial system? It's 32.
The imperial system.
Yeah, nine. Yeah, you're talking about gravity. Yeah, it's 32 feet per second.
Wow, we were talking about velocity.
Until terminal velocity of drag.
Finally, a person who actually is intelligent.
Yeah, no, I love, dude, I wanted to be an astronaut so bad when I was a kid growing up. I grew up right next to where Kennedy Space Center is, so I watched all the space shuttles. I saw the very first space shuttle launch when I was a kid. I was 5. I can still remember that shit. My mom took me out of school, took me up to the jetty park right there at, Cape Canaveral. It's awesome. So, you want to talk about, time and space? Because that's what gravity is to me. Or the law of attraction.
Just go. Hey, look, you have 2 or 3 minutes uninterrupted. Don, go.
For what? I mean,
he needs a dialogue. He can't he's not a robot. He can't talk. But he does do that. It's hilarious. It's like he needs prompts to keep going.
Dialogical. It's fun word.
So many cops.
When you're dealing with Newtonian calculus, in order to be able to figure out orbiting bodies, and then how like mass with Einstein.
Dr. El Normo, welcome. As you can hear, the police sirens are flying all around. Why do I have to hear the police all the time? Can't the criminals just stop doing what they're doing? There's so much crime and hate in America today. I think my internet froze. Or my cell phone froze, yeah. The gravity theory has produced too much gravity. We've created a black hole. I don't know, my clubhouse crashed. I bailed on Sasha. See if we can go back. Oh, they closed the room.
I'm a sensitive guy and all, but she's just been on this, like, I missed my parents' binge, and her parents passed on about 5 years ago. And I was very sensitive to that, and, but people have to move on. And then she goes to these religious people, and I think they're manipulating her. They just tell her, they say some pretty nasty things. And I don't know how to explain to her.
They say nasty things.
Because your mic was open, and I'm like, I don't want to hear all your background vibration noise.
It's more like she feels really guilty that she brought her mom to the hospital during the corona period. Now her mom died in the hospital.
Your husband decided to take a shower and caused chaos.
Hospital. Now, when someone tells you this, try to be encouraging. You can tell them, well, you did the right thing, blah, blah, blah. So she goes to this religious people that her religiosity has become very, very, very sexual in her life in the last year or two. And in some ways, it's annoying to me. I'm not anti anything, but I just don't know what to do when she says, okay, she feels like I said, she feels guilty that she brought her mom to the hospital. Then she goes to this religious authority, which may or may not know this. And this religious authority says, oh, your mom died on a different date than the date she was supposed to have died. Please, now what is she gonna do with that? Now she's totally gonna blame herself. You know what I mean?
Well, you wait for a second. She went out from me because he died on a different date. What?
Yeah, she went to this religious authority, and we call them Mikubalim, right? The Kabbalists, supposedly. I don't know people what they say they are, and you can't disprove or you can't get a second opinion. Nothing with these, whatever they say. So she worships these people, so to speak, and they said she died on the wrong date. Now
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I would like to go to these people.
Why would they ever say something like that?
I don't know. I don't know if she died on the wrong date. Here, give me 100 shekels, please, or something like that. I don't know what went on there, but it just drives me crazy because.
Of course, she's gonna blame herself. She's gonna be like, "I made the wrong move, so they died on the wrong date."
Yes, that's exactly the point.
But when somebody's sick, you bring them to the hospital. It's not her fault. That's just ridiculous.
Well, here's exactly. this is where I'm beginning to, she's a great girl now. She's 15 years younger than me. She wants to start a family and all this. And for me, it was like a gift. I actually met her. I met her a year ago on my evil birthday, and it was like the last day of Passover. It's pretty cool.
Danny, don't you know how talk therapy works? People want to create dopamine. What do you think he's doing?
But the point is, I don't think she knows what.
Same thing with Nora. She's even more boring. You can tell she's on medication. She doesn't well, I don't know if you can tell she's on medication, but
I don't know what to say to her.
she was exploding in the other room. Because I was claiming there's no such thing as a future. She's like, there is a future!
I try to tell a 44-year-old woman, look, my parents passed on. Bless their memory, but you just accept life and you move on, But she grew up very lonely. She was an only child, no extended family. So they were her world,
It doesn't make sense.
Anyway.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not an only child, but I don't have much extended family.
Yeah. Let's see what she wants now. I think she went to sleep.
Alright, I gotta figure out. I'm hungry. I want to eat something. So what should I do for dinner? I already had dinner basically, but I'm ready to eat again. So if hungry, Chinese, yeah,
Is it possible outcome whether she went to
Lebanese, maybe. That's not a bad idea actually.
I don't know if she's getting upset with me now, but I don't really. I'm not gonna kill myself. I've been, she sees me as a sensitive guy. And she really, she enjoys.
When a woman sees you as a sensitive man, that's not a good thing.
When she starts talking religious stuff, and this starts. I'm not I grew up in a religious family, but you have to know. And so we go to the synagogue, and we're sitting in the synagogue, and she starts reading. And she doesn't lift her head up from the book. And I'm trying to introduce her to people. And
people spend more time talking about how they got no family, no girlfriend, no kids. It's like you'd be better off not talking about it and just trying to do it.
She sounds.
Don't just tell me, show me.
Aspects.
Somebody wrote on YouTube, guy has 20 streams going on at once and no one gives a shit. Crap content. Well, thank you, John Smith. Amazing. Thanks for the positive content. Thanks for the uplifting message.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, John Smith, download Clubhouse and you can join the conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
She just loves all these, irrational and not logical. And I have a friend that's a scientist.
You're gonna be the best crisis actor any fake politician could have ever hoped for, Danny. Trust me, you're gonna come in very, very useful at some strategic moment. I need to text you some stuff so you can read videos and talk shit about this guy.
Actually take it seriously.
There's Schneider Lightman. He kind of has a foot in each world, maybe to some degree.
He's kind of a crazy person, to tell you the truth. I think, based on some videos, he reminds me of a psychopath. And I'm not projecting. He's probably really pretty crazy guy.
Well, she's probably was raised traditional, middle of the road,
Like conservative, kind of, yes.
Yeah. But she became more.
I hate to say it, but Eitan is really boring.
It's okay, but because I grew up with this my whole life, but she.
But I wanted to give me a job in this.
Just checking out that you can just dive. If you get comfortable, if you get not, you can get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could jump off the floor real quick.
I'm gonna boom the room.
No bends.
Somebody boomed that room. Wasn't me. Somebody boomed the room, but it wasn't me. Somebody boomed the room, but it wasn't me.
No, I don't claim to be none of that.
So you're just like, right?
Yeah, I'm just like you.
Okay, well that's why I'm bad.
I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner saved by grace. So
I saved you, Dr. Sasha.
Yeah, I ain't no different than you. Hey, but let me. But let me say this real quick.
It wasn't me.
Should pass away from the law until all is fulfilled.
It wasn't me.
Christ fulfilled the old covenant, which is the reason why he came and died on the cross, because he kept.
What was that?
I'm asking my daughter, who's 8 years old, to asking her, what do you think of this Joker?
He's annoying.
Defend yourself. Defend yourself.
Tell her she's projecting. Tell her your daughter's annoying and she's projecting.
Yeah, that's a good question. Sammy, what do you think about this person? Is he a good guy or bad guy? Is he a good boy? Oh, he's a good boy?
Ooh.
Is he a good boy or bad boy?
Good boy.
There you go.
Good boy.
No, don't say bad word.
A good boy.
Anyways, that was my gift.
Strange enough.
This room is called Years on This App and People Still Acting 15.
Watch what happens when the alien turns around.
Cynic, you're projecting. You're the one who acts like a clown. You're acting like you're 15 years old, Dr. Cynic. What is this bullshit? Are you the new Daraj with They kicked me.
Do you like his voice? No. Why not? Allison, why don't you like his voice?
Take a shot. If I was taking a shot, it would be.
My daughter doesn't like your voice. Your comic voice.
Well, she might like the next episode of Low IQ Dumb People Talking About Nothing, part 965.
I know. Daddy's low IQ.
Welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People Talking About Nothing, wasting all their time on the internet on Clownhouse talking about nothing! What a waste of time! Such stupid people talking about fucking nothing! Nothing!
He's frowning now. Oh, you're scared of it.
Yeah. Does this monkey belong to anybody?
I don't know.
Hey, I really like music these days. Have you heard the song from Clover?
Who was that? Who was that? I don't know who monkey that was. I just
thank you for
you know what I'm saying? All that screaming and shit is aggravating.
I had to leave.
I don't think we want to hear that song. Well, you don't even know Crimson. It's a fucking good song, man. And then, so Wisdom over here is like, oh, Clubhouse is so down. And I interfaced with one of my old Clubhouse buddies. The guy was talking about Clover, and I was like, song Crimson Clover, and I fucking listened to it, and it was like,
Alright, since you got kids, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Dr. Wizard's music laboratory.
I'm sorry. I don't think no child need to be on a damn Clubhouse, no shade. And again, I'm not saying that she is wrong for doing whatever that's her child. Like, I can't tell anybody what to do with their children. But again, I'm just saying, like, I that's just not what I tolerate or allow around me.
Hell no. Johnny seems like a stand-up mom. I'll be trying to fuck you up. So you do I will fuck his ass up. If I caught him on Clubhouse, he would get his ass. And this ain't for you.
That's why I went on mute. And when y'all was asking questions, I just had to remind everybody in the chat, y'all know this is a child, regardless. He's still a kid. But it was I think it was a healthy conversation, though. It wasn't anything blatant. It wasn't anything hypersexual. It was a conversation. Well, why did you have to say that it was a child in the comments?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Because he is a kid. But I'm saying, why did you feel the need to say that? Because what? Because of the fact I didn't want him to be attacked about his thought process as a kid. And that's exactly my point of not having him on here at all. That's why I just said, remember, this is a kid.
And that's why I don't understand how you don't see my point in like the fact that
I see your
like
point.
you have to say that.
I see your point. Well, yeah.
Some conversations I let my son listen to on Clubhouse. Like,
So about these parents to be blamed for their kids' actions.
Right. Exactly.
Some, Rice Krispies, treats, and rainbows.
Okay.
Delinquents on this app, John
You said what?
I said these delinquents on this app.
You say wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
You sound far away from your phone a little bit, CJ.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's like you in a bathroom or something.
So whoever the kidnapper is, we don't got the money.
Listen.
Put them back. There's some white kids down the street.
I wouldn't trust some of these people with my lunch money, let alone letting someone here and eavesdrop or just be around. Because the conversations, they fluctuate so much and it can be very heavy at times. And I get people are saying, well, she was here. I think that you're a great mom. You obviously are talking to your child, so that who can say anything about that? But I'm talking about the conversations that are had. It's kind of like it can be thrown off at any moment, and it can get highly inappropriate.
Yeah, and then I'll leave the room and go to another room.
Yeah,
he don't listen to every fucking thing, but I let him in too, so he can see how we be thinking. Like it'll be a lot of roasting and cracking jokes and talking about all type of other shit. But some stuff like when some people be talking about sex, I want him to hear that. Can we talk about sex? He
want these delinquents to talk about sex on this app?
No, they don't be talking stupid. I mean, like everybody be wrong.
See, when my mom and dad wanted to educate me, they hired somebody to meet me at the library and give an actual sexual education class. Like, I just feel like I'm different, and I think that's just all it is. Me and my parents. My parents knew them. I knew of them, but I was young, so it was just like, But the reason that this had Chicago. My dad got a job in Chicago. Chicago, that toddling town. There he is.
My dad used to sing that.
I was gonna bring you up. Where were you?
1242 Sydney. We are checking in at
Chicago, man. Edmund's a Chicago dude.
That's what's up. So we get married?
By that Jefferson Park.
Oh, you want to get married with me?
You forgot you asked me the other day.
Oh yeah, I definitely did.
All right, so Lynn is preaching the gospel of getting a husband.
It's because he's from Jefferson Park. That's where he's the mayor of Jefferson Park.
Maybe my girl and humongous.
I'm the committee person.
Yeah.
You think Rod Blagojevich has a political future?
I don't know. Probably not.
I used to take that train, the Jefferson Park train. There was some yeah.
I really missed their mayor. She was so beautiful.
The mayor of Chicago.
Talking about Rahm Emanuel? He was the ballerina, so it makes sense.
No, her name is like Light.
My brother used to go to Rahm Emanuel's synagogue. It's a pretty cool synagogue.
It's like a conservative, traditional show.
Yeah, Anshe Abed, I think.
It's, what was their dad's name?
Oh,
you got Ezekiel Emanuel, Ari Emanuel.
I know that he's named Emmanuel after his uncle that died, like in the Independence War. So the family took the name of the uncle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was an interesting story there, man.
the ambassador to Japan under the Biden administration.
I didn't know that. I remember.
I heard him in an interview saying it's not exactly Section 8 housing.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cushy gig to get like an ambassadorship, especially in a place like Japan.
How do you get it? Like you gotta like do something?
Yeah, you push Joe Biden to win. I mean, he's been a strong part of the Democratic Party for a generation and a half. He was Clinton's chief of staff. He was like a boy wonder there.
Yeah, there are people like him that earn it. I mean, they really are statespeople. And then there are people that just buy their ambassadorship. They get like, I don't know.
Joe Kennedy.
Yeah, I remember. Well, like back 20 years ago, it was like 100. It sounds small money, needs to be more than that, but was it $200,000, $100,000? You got some kind of appointment, some kind of position. They'd probably throw you somewhere in Gambia. Who knows? Call yourself ambassador.
Right.
I don't know if I'd want to be ambassador. It's a pretty scary job.
Yeah.
What do they call him? The official liar of the country or something? And I never was for any of that formal ceremonial stuff. Although in Israel it's kind of informal.
I mean, an ambassador's just mostly trying to like, organize business activity. I mean, if they're not doing that, what the F are they doing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be pretty boring, like if you're not actually like engaged, in the community or the culture of that country as an ambassador.
Yeah, well put. Move my butt. Starting to get hungry. I don't have any food in the fridge. No, there's a place where I can go.
Desert. No.
There's a place where I can go to right now. It's open 24 hours. There's like two places, but this one serves burritos. You know what burritos is?
Potato burritos or cheese or both or mushroom.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he has. He has two kinds. One of them
Fresh
is
out of the oven.
exactly. One of them is potato and mushroom, and the other one.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
And you could get some rogalach.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's this one bakery that is across the street from me, but that won't open for another 2 hours. There was this one that's open 24 hours, which I like because it's quiet. I just, I run into people that I know. I can just quietly sit and read my paper, and no one says, "Oh, can you keep an eye on my bike?" or "Can you?"
But to this day, that has been my greatest love.
Welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People on Clown House, wasting all their time talking about nothing!
Alright, you have a good night. Make sure you wash behind your ears.
Try to read a book and go to the gym. Take care!
Go ahead, Divine. Go.
Okay. So I feel like unconditional love in the way that, like, most men expect it is like they expect you to be codependent and abandon yourself. Like, they expect you to come from a place of self-abandonment, and that's not necessarily unconditional love. I feel like unconditional love is when you can love somebody through their humanness, like if they're healing through something or they're having a bad day, like your love doesn't vanish for them and it's consistent. That's what unconditional love is. but you still have to have boundaries. And there's still things that, you know, even when you are with somebody for a particular time, like we're still developing, and everybody doesn't develop into a great person. So eventually, yeah, you do end up walking away if, you know, if you're just not in alignment anymore. But it does, like you said, it does not mean that you stop loving the person. But sometimes being with somebody can, like, distract you. It can, like, affect your self-esteem, your focus, so many different things. So you do have to have boundaries in love. Even parents do have boundaries. That's what discipline is called.
I think we should define love. Besides Pepe and myself, is there any other man in the room that don't qualify for your girl?
Let's define love. Let's start.
Okay, I want to get off this unconditional shit, man.
Way too loosely.
Love means
shut the fuck up, Huey. That's what love means.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get off this unconditional. I want to go back to the title, and I want to talk about something else because y'all boring me with this shit. I mean, you say that you won't. Go ahead, be on. Hey, Carl.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking man.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody else? I'm delusional. I think I can back it up. I'm delusional.
Being that I'm married, I'm gonna say yes because my wife is exactly who I want to be with. Exactly who I want to be.
Yeah. You can. If you're a man, you know. Like, if you're a man, you know. There's not a woman in the world you can't like protect, provide for, whatever. You can't back. Like, it's for you to even think that you can't, nigga, you a loser.
Yeah, that only matters though if somebody's talking about qualifications financially.
Right.
Financial brackets can determine a lot of times who you can date or who you can't date or whatever. But if you're talking about money, most definitely, you know what I'm saying. But as just a man and just a woman, then absolutely you qualify.
Yeah, that's absolutely characteristic. I made the same mistake or assumption when it came to the qualification that you're talking about, but that's not, that's not when it comes to this room. I mean, what you're talking about.
So two things. Hold on. So two things. Number one, you can't plan on having or experiencing unconditional love. Like you don't know how it's gonna. Like, unconditional love is the aftermath of two people experiencing each other. It's the aftermath. It's the byproduct of something, right? And some people may not ever experience unconditional love. Like, it's the type of love that's far from perfect. In fact, it's the appreciation of the imperfections of each other. And some of y'all just not built for it, and y'all don't attract that kind of situation. So I get it, but and as long as it's pure, but it can't be, a man begging a woman for her love. Like, nah, it don't happen that way. It just comes through the actions and how y'all show up for each other. Next thing you know, you realize, yo, I'm going all out for her. Yo, I'm going all out for him. And that's it. It ain't about no perfection.
No, the problem is if we had this conversation in the barbershop, this subject, bro, Daddy thinking y'all speak this title.
One at a time. Let Holly go real quick. Let me have my homie go. What's up, Holly?
What's going on, Jackie? So this subject, yeah, we went so far from the title, I almost forgot what the hell. But no, I don't believe people always qualify.
It's tragic and it's sad because at my age I should not have so much loss of life. But yet I feel like I'm a 75-year-old man because literally 70% of my friends are gone. 70% of them are gone.
Corey Fuller.
So Corey, yes.
Goonies. Is it for real?
God, no! I wish everybody would leave me alone.
I'm not gonna leave you alone. No?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Esse é o Atlas, é o prato da putaria.
Crap content.
In some states, you actually don't have to go get an emissions test because it reads it every time you go through.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so when West asked for a recap of what had taken place in the room, right? And I basically said that Bonnet doesn't have a politic for I said something about you're lacking a politic for black people who were.
Yeah, you were disrespectful in the chat.
Wait a second. What was disrespectful about that?
Did you?
Why are you cutting people off?
Yeah, let's let Dystopian say what it do, and then you can
Me
respond.
and Dystopian have a back and forth.
No, you're not. You're talking at the same time. Shut up. Mute up. Mute up, Muppet face. Mute up. Mute up, Muppet face. Big Muppet. Mute up. Mute up, Muppet face.
Please hold on. Please hold on, everybody. Please hold on. Dystopian was still speaking. I don't want Dystopian to be overspoken. Thank you so much. Let's go back. Let's go back into our corners. Let's go back into our corners. Let Dystopian finish. Thank you.
The recap was requested, and I told Wes that Bonnet does not have a care politic about slaves who snitched on runaways and rebels. And folks like Go and Otis were on the stage explaining why that doesn't make sense because they were literally living under the duress of slavery, and we don't know what it's like in 2025 to be in their shoes to make such definitive claims about, having smoke for them in the now. And so I basically said that to Wes, that it's verbatim what Bonnet was saying on the stage. And then Bonnet's statement to me was, I said, no, Bonnet was like, Dystopian, please. And I said, did I lie? Bonnet goes, your existence is a lie. And I'm like, so what do you mean by that?